Okay, right here, I've got the little flyer, the ad for Pop X 2022 Ottawa Convention Sportsplex. I went to this yesterday. It's kind of like a Comic Con, nerdy anime con, action figures, all of that good stuff. I did not. I'm going to get to that. Actually, if you're, maybe we can get to that right now. I was going to show some pictures, but we'll get to that right now, since it has been demanded of Bacon. Bacon has demanded it of me. So let's get to that. So at these events, they have all sorts of comics. They have all sorts of action figures. It's kind of like I can buy this stuff anywhere, to be honest. Like, you can go to a comic store, you can go to like a hobby store and buy that kind of stuff. And I didn't have to pay a price of admission to do that. So this time around, I was like, let's buy a couple of things, a couple small things that I'm not really going to be able to just walk into Walmart or whatever and buy, something a little more unique, a little different. So here's an example of something that I bought. A Ziploc paper bag. No. It's these crafters. I think I have the business card. Here you go. Here's the business card. Kude. J. Kude. J.P. Kude. Illustrator, concept artist, and sculptor. So yeah, I bought these from Jay. And take a look. Can you tell? Can you see? Let's open up the bag. Ashwin! Bruv! What's up, bruv? I see that the Bacon has told me that you guys are all over at your place. That's cool. Look at that. It's a tiny plate of cookies. Sorry, it hasn't focused. Enhance. See? A plate of cookies. They're focused up. Yeah, it looks really nice. And I was asking what were they made out of, and I think he said that they were made out of polymer clay or maybe even resin. Is it for Ritsuka? Well, it's for all the girl plot to enjoy. Let's see. Let's take a little cup of milk. Vanilla. I'm gonna eat that here. Nom 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 nom. Whoops. But yeah, I thought that looked pretty nice, and they had a bunch of other stuff like cakes and yeah, a bunch of other stuff of a similar size, and it looked pretty fun. Some of them were a little bigger, and like bento boxes and plates of noodles, and they all looked really good. Like this looks like a pretty realistic depiction of cookies, and similarly they had cake and they had sushi and bento boxes, and it all looked pretty good. And I also got this. It's like a milkshake. And again, I'm actually really impressed with how they were made. I think that a resin cast is made, and then and then they pour clear resin, and then the other colored resin for the inside. But yeah, that's pretty neat. Some milkshake and some cookies. Let's attempt to create a small scene here and see if we can't make a tiny little example of what this might be like. Although, to be honest, I think a round table would be better. This is like a desk. There you go. Some cookies and a milkshake. So yeah, whoa! I almost dropped the milk. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about when I went to this convention. I was like, yeah, you could buy Transformers, you could buy comic books, but I was like, let's just get something that I've never really seen before at a store, something kind of unique, and I'm pretty happy with those. Pretty nice. And again, these are from Jay Coudet, illustrator, concept artist, and sculptor. Very cool. I told Jay that, like, I bought these. I liked them because I thought I could use them for my models, for my dollies. And he was like, really? Oh, that's so neat. And I was surprised because I almost thought that there would have been other people that have come through with that purpose as well, to use that stuff for dolls and model kits, right? Because it looks so perfectly in scale with them. But it sounded like that was new to him, new information. So here we are. Wait, was there a business card? Oh yeah, there is. So here's the other thing that I got at the Comic-Con. Now, there was some other stuff that I bought too that day, but they weren't necessarily at the Comic-Con. There's no big logo here, but this is from Little Root Boutique Plant Care Instructions. Yes, I may have bought a plant. I went to a comic convention and I walked away with tiny little food and plants. This is what I bought, guys. It's wrapped up in a thing. It came up wrapped. But take a look at this. Pretty neat. So this is the forest spirit. What are they called? Like Kokorokes or Korokes from Spirited Away. And this is just a tiny little terrarium. Like a little plant. This is actually like, a living... What do they call it? Ecosphere? Biosphere? With this tiny little guy in it. And they had a bunch more. They had a bunch of Pokemon, like Charmander. So instead of this guy, it'd be like a Pokemon. But yeah, there was like Charmander or Bulbasaur. And then they had bigger terrariums. This was the smallest size that they had. But they had one that was like maybe double the size. And then another one that was like triple the size, which was pretty neat. Like, honestly, they looked really nice. And I kind of wanted the one with Bulbasaur just because, the idea of Bulbasaur, a plant Pokemon in a little plant terrarium, made sense. But I figured let's just, let's get this because this makes sense too. It's a forest spirit, so it's a tiny little plant ecosystem in here, and you do need to take care of this. So that's what this instruction says right here. Plant care instructions. Water your moss every 3 to 4 weeks or when the soil is dry. Add enough water to keep soil wet, avoiding standing water. Let me just check something. Okay, yeah, we're good. Keep in a well-lit area, but out of direct sunlight. There's no direct sunlight right now. Today it's a kind of an overcast, cloudy day, so I have my windows open, so it should be fine. If mold begins to grow, take off cap and allow moss to dry out in direct sunlight. Remove visible mold, rewater, and seal. So yeah, that's all there is to it. You're going to water this once a month, and that's it. But it's so cool, and... You know what? I was walking by this a couple of times, and I thought, this is really neat. Do I want it? I wasn't 100% sure. But the more I thought about it, I was like, I do kind of want a plant for my room. So this kind of counts as a plant, I guess. And it's probably not all that difficult to make something like this yourself, to be honest. Like, I see that there's soil and moss and water, and yeah, it's probably not all that hard to make something like this yourself. But then I thought, am I really gonna do that? Like sometimes you just want other people to do things for you. So, if I end up really liking this, maybe I could try and make it myself. But for now, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. And now we can have a little fellow off to the side of the screen here, you know? Like, I don't know. I like that it has a glass cap so you guys can see as you're looking down directly into it. But yeah, maybe we can put him just off to the side here somewhere. Let's see, somewhere where you guys can kind of see it a little bit. Well, let's just put him in the corner here for now. Just like this. Right beside Gengar. We'll do that for now. So yeah. That is the extent of the things that I bought at the Comic-Con. Like, you know, there was a lot of stuff to look at, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of action figures and comics. But at the end of the day, I was just like, nah, I don't know. I don't really need any of this stuff, but I thought it might be nice. I thought it might be nice if I got a plant and some little food items for my models, for my dolls. So here's some business cards that I got. I always kind of like collecting business cards. This one's the best business card though out of all of them. This was like a cosplay company. They made like outfits. They had a couple of cool cosplay outfits. I don't even know what the cosplay was. Like, I think it was just like anime inspired fashion really. And I really like their business card because it's shiny. Tebu Boutique, that's what it says here. I'm attracted to shiny things, so I thought that was really neat. Oh, they're based in Smith Falls? Oh, okay, cool. I know where that is.